Hey, it's Raymond. I'm back at you at Go Time Training with 3 trainer tips. So these 3 trainer tips today are going to be over a common postural deviation that clients will have called forward shoulders, rounded shoulders, protracted shoulders. So there's a few different ones. The forward shoulders basically is when the shoulders are actually drawn forward. Okay, we see a lot of this in people that work on keyboards all day, people that are text messaging, and a lot of other different jobs that kind of incorporate this forward movement. So what happens is the pectoralis major primarily comes tight and actually brings those shoulders forward, and our back muscles like our medial traps and our rhomboids actually start to stretch. Okay, so what we need to do is stretch out the tight muscles and activate and strengthen the weak muscles or the overstretched muscles of the back. So there's 3 ways you can do that. Number 1 is going to be simple band pull aparts. Okay, so what we're going to do here is just going to hold the band right out here in front of us. We're going to pull all the way out. So the main thing with this is sometimes people do band pull aparts and they kind of get this motion. We want to really activate those muscles that retract and pull our shoulder blades together. And we need to do this with endurance, okay? So those muscles that hold our posture are aerobic muscles. They're endurance muscles. So they take high reps and they take a nice squeeze or an isometric contraction. So for you to do this, you really need to pull back, hold, 1, 2, 3, and release. Hold, 1, 2, 3, and release. And we need to do that for up to 15 reps or more to really build that endurance strength. So that is right there, 1, band pull aparts, stretch out that chest, strengthen up those rhomboids and medial traps to pull the shoulder blades back. Okay, number 2 is going to be some scapular push-ups. This is a great exercise for 1, it works the core pretty awesomely. 2 is going to work, once again, pulling that scapula back. So we're going to start in our normal plank. Elbows right underneath our shoulders, feet pulled in, glutes tight, and we're just going to come down here, squeezing our shoulder blades together and drive through our full of our forearms back up. Squeezing our shoulder blades together, holding, driving back through. Once again, higher reps on those, working those endurance muscles, those postural muscles to pull our shoulders back. We're going to be doing about 15 reps of those, 3 or 4 sets. Okay. All right, number 3 is going to be scapular wall slides. So this is one of the most difficult exercises my clients may do. They'll do some prowlers, some battling ropes, some heavy deadlifts, and this is the one that hurts them the most. And the reason for this, a lot of times when we have that forward shoulder, it's also going to affect our external rotation. So this is a great exercise to kind of help stretch out some of those joint capsules and some of those muscles through there, stretch out our chest, but also isometrically contract our rhomboids through upper rotation of the scapula through movement. So some big cues here is we want to have a slight bend in our knees. We're going to externally rotate our arms here. We want to try to keep our shoulder, if possible, elbow and hands. So some clients that have really poor range of motion here, they're not going to be able to get their arms all the way against the wall. The idea is to try to constantly have an isometric contraction and constantly pulling back towards the wall. So we have what's called law of facilitation. So one part of our body does not move is going to automatically go to a different joint to facilitate that movement. So if my arm doesn't go this far, my back does the rest of the movement. So one big thing is we want to make sure that our lower back is pressed against the wall. How we can do that is pull our hips towards, press our lower back against the wall, so there should be no gap. That's going to make sure that we're only working our shoulders here. Head against the wall, we're going to go up as high as we can. Woo! This one gets me because I have the same issue, need to be doing this, and back down. You're going to have some clients that can only go about this far, but keep working it and going through those areas. So those are 3 great exercises to help people with forward shoulders, get that posture back, improve the movement, and take less stress on other joints that are not designed to be doing those movements like your lower back.